And that. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Emperor Ming. At least I will be turning into Emperor Ming next fucking week, the way things are going. Welcome to the UK Vape Show, episode 319. We're all here. You have got myself, Weebles Wobble, but they don't fall down. You've got Mr. Adam, RetroVapeTV. You've got Mr. Sean Grizz. And you have got the massive hunk, who is Little Bro Vapes.
Yeah, look, boy.
Telling you,
You
I
are
think you suit the short hair.
I do want to stroke it. Honestly, I want to.
You want to stroke it? Can you ask me what?
I do.
That was like that table, wasn't it? And I said, just want to move your face. I want to touch your face.
I do, though. Do you just want to walk over and just go like that? I feel, you know, because it's gone past the spiky stage. It'll be that really soft bristle.
It'll be the soft bristle.
Well, I've actually gelled it for some stupid found reason.
Well,
What?
It turns me hair black. When I gel
there to
it,
gel.
it's not so bad with lying. I scare grandmas. How did that other expecting me to stand next to her husband and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fucking alien Mo.
Who we pick on first? We'll pick an Adam.
Yeah, welcome back, Booker.
I've got some polos.
I can do with some
And
of
they're
them
a
right now.
spearmint flavour. I have got a plethora. I have to be careful which way I do this, because obviously the way YouTube works. I've got the Use disposable pod system. Disposable pods, USB-C, all that fun stuff. Quite a nice flavour. It's the banana milkshake. Now, unfortunately, they put shite in it.
And he's dropped it.
They put ice, a little bit too much ice in it.
Oh, fuck.
It was quite nice at first. You know, whenever you open anything, any juice or anything like that, and it just takes a couple of vapes to get that ice in. The first couple of drags on it were like, oh, this is really, really nice. And then all of a sudden the ice starts kicking in and you go, no, that's not very nice. I'm on the, where's it gone? The Viltor again by Aspire. I'm really enjoying that. Some Riot, new rhubarb and passion fruit, 20 milligram in there.
Ooh.
It's really good. So the black edition that they've just released is absolutely pucker. And then B60, which I'm really, really, really quite
Call it by
enjoying.
its right name. Its right name.
The Boost 2.
The Boost 2. There we
Boost 2. Still takes boost coils and all that fun stuff. The smart mode on this actually lives up to its name. So smart mode will read the chip, read the coil that's in it, and the chip will set it to its recommended wattage. Now, the difference with this smart mode is it won't let you go below the recommended wattage, and it won't let you go above the recommended wattage.
Okay, that would annoy the fuck out of me if you can't go above it.
So, yes and no. Obviously, the recommended wattage with the boost coil, the 0.4 coil,
Just
is the
take
coil
it
that I have
off the smart mode
always...
above it. You just take it off the smart mode and go above it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, yeah.
That would work.
Yeah, but the smart mode, obviously 27 watts is what I've always run boost 4 coils at, or the B series coil. 0.4 is what I've always run it at, 27 watts. So this recommended it at 29, so it's like a taste sensation straight away. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. How dare I go 2 watts above? But you do that, and it won't let you go above 33 watts, and it won't let you go below 25. And I was like, wait a minute, this is actually blowing my mind a little bit, that a smart mode actually works. Because obviously the gene chip and things like that do smart
I think
mode.
Ox did it, didn't they?
Loads of companies have done it, but all it does
A lot
is
have
it
done
sets it at the recommended and still lets you play with it in your pocket. So you
I thought Oxford did it where you couldn't go below it, and you can go up to the top, whack the say in between.
I didn't even realize. I don't know about Oxford, but I knew like the gene chip and stuff like that. It'll set it to the recommended, but you can still fanny around with it in your pocket.
I think that's perfect for people, obviously, who aren't quite sure of what own coil or.
Oh, completely.
And it just stops them burning it out. I've known people who are using, say, a 1 ohm coil and they're trying to get 40 watts out of it. And
it's unbelievable. And then I'm on a nice glass of Robinson's juice because it's still rather warm here. And that's me done. Polo and Robinson's juice.
That was
Grizz,
a quickie.
it's on fire.
What?
Yeah, I need to turn my fan on.
His house looks a bit like it's on fire, doesn't it? It's all misty at the back of him.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm on mix, aren't I?
Moving
The
from
joys of having a
Adam
shed.
on to Aiden because Sean's currently clouded out.
Yeah, he's trying to put his fire out. Big love to everybody who sent me birthday wishes all at the beginning of the week. It was absolutely fantastic. I went to Mrs. Brown's boys on Wednesday. We stayed over, me and Louise, which was absolutely brilliant. But the tickets, I ordered these tickets 2 years ago, right? And when we got there, Louise has obviously got a boot on because the foot's still broken. We were right at the back, and you could only see like half the stage. So I'm sat there fuming. You know when you get proper fuming? They didn't say this on the tickets. They didn't say we're like obscured view and all that. So and now we're up at God. So we started at 7:30. About 25 past what we're moving. Come on, went right down to the front, right in front. We sat there, and then I tried to record a bit, and he kept coming and shouting at me. Arsehole. But the best thing about it, towards the end, the bloke went to me, everybody get your mobile phones out. So I got my mobile phone. I went, fuck you. He can do it. So yes, it was really, really good. And the vlog will be coming out for that in the next couple of days. Right, we're doing a show, aren't we? I am on the Biff Bar. Well, I'm on the Biff Bar, really loving this. Really good flavour. Obviously, it's not TPD compliant. It's 17 mil of juice and 50 milligram of Nixols. But this is ice, and it is really good. It's lasted me over a week. Obviously, with 50 milligram Nick,
50 milligram. Holy fuck.
this much. You don't need to drag on this very much. The same as Adam as well. I've had these for a while. I've got quite a number of them. Make sure it's not on that side. The Azul, I got them at Expo and they sent me some more of them. And I'm also on the Vaporesso. It is the Fit 40. It's about time I got it out for all the review. And in that, I have got, wherever I've stuck it, my normal Blaze Pucker Juice Ice. I haven't got a lot more because I haven't been at the desk. I only got back this afternoon. And that is me.
And that was little bro on to Sean, who's still clouded out slightly.
I think
it's going
as well. I'm on that new Vaporesso thing. I'm not sure if we're allowed to show it. The Sonder.
Well, you have now.
Yeah. Right, I am on the Drag X Pro, as usual. My all-day vape. In there, I've got some Ribery Lemonade, IVG. I am also on the Purge Parabellum. It's there. Purge Parabellum. In there, I have got some Grizzlies. I am also on the Atosha.
Oh, very nice.
With the Joker on top.
Oh, that looks a lot better than them baby sick ones.
And in there, I have got a most curious curl.
Very nice.
And that is me.
And that was Sean. I'm
That's
on,
me.
on the usual setup, folks. SL2 with the Blotto, G2 with the Blaze. Yeah, G2 with the Blaze. I've got the usual mouth to lung setup somewhere here. There we go. And I've got this little fella, although I need to re-wick the cotton because it looks as if 2 slugs have died in the coils. Kennedy 25 on the Dovepo Carbon Dual, and that's basically
I love the fact that you said little fella and then went like
that. And that's basically it. It's the usual setup here, folks. There's been people, when I say people, it's been mostly Gail, complaining about my messed up hair. There's a close up. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, there's a reason I'm growing the hair out, folks, because in about, was it a week and a half's time?
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend, well, it's a week's time. The part 2 of the Misfits charity special shall be being broadcasted on the Misfits channel, strangely enough. And I was like, do I trim the beard and hair, and then when I go to actually shave everything off, it's going to be a meh? Or do I just let everything grow out? And I went, fuck it, I'm letting everything grow out. That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to make a mess with that. Like, there's going to be hair everywhere. Hair from arsehole to breakfast.
I did a little bit of research when it comes down to the Misfits charity, right? Not about you guys, about what we're actually going to be doing.
I was going to say, careful, mate, careful.
I would have said it's a cup report.
So I watched Beard versus Food. I don't know if you watch these food people.
Yeah, sometimes.
Competitive eater.
Beard versus Food. He's
Please, wait. Just wait. Right, Lynn is in chat. You watch what you're saying.
So I watched Beard versus Food, right? And on Beard versus Food, he did Satan's toe. Right?
Ooh.
He did Satan's toe. He did the exact same Satan's toe, may I add, that what we've got. He managed to do 3 minutes. But the amount of dribble, the amount of just pure pain that I witnessed, I am extremely apprehensive, are the words that I will use.
That's why I said I'd not do it.
So I've got a question, quick question. When are we doing it? Before or after the smoothie? Because I think if we do it after, I'm going to throw.
Oh, if you do it after, you're going to throw
You
up.
shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that, mate.
You know, the sort of ideas you get, Adam, of where you're supposed to message Sean afterwards.
Yeah.
Say to him.
You fucking idiot.
Because Lynn's in chat. She's listening.
So's Jane.
That's like sitting on there thinking, do you know what I was thinking of,
Zoom.
Sean? Do you know what he did? He didn't have a drink for 24 hours. Do you think we should do that?
Oh, it's Beard Meats Food. Sorry, Lee.
Yeah, Beard meets food. He's from Leeds. He's right now. We watch him all the time, Beardy. And his wife.
See, this is why I agreed to have the beard shaved off and the hair shaved off, because there's no fucking way I'm eating spicy shit. No fucking way.
Honestly, it is. It's 9 million Scovilles, and I thought, do you know what? It's just going to be a lollipop. It's going to be a little bit warm.
No.
It's going to be nice and sweet. It's going to be like a sugar dummy, but with a little bit of spice. And I'm watching him going, like that, and it's going down his chin. And he's drinking eggnog after. He's drinking milk. He's drinking anything that he can get his hands on, while still sat in a mess.
Jane,
Like,
you've
it's
done it now.
literally pouring down
Jane
his
said
chin.
after. Mate, I knew that was coming. Jane said after, and it's up to them two.
From?
Yeah, you see, this is it's too late now, but see the next charity live for next year, if you come up with any bright ideas, Adam, say it off the live show.
I'm not going. You know what? Right. I made the challenge. I made the challenge when you did the smoothie last by going, it'd be nothing, Matt. I looked in my box and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I can fit both feet in my mouth.
Mate, you put your feet, your arms, your elbows.
Yeah, I just dive in. I invert straight back.
You were in up to your arsehole, mate.
There's some people asking, am I going to shave the eyebrows off as well? No, because I've still got to do reviews the following week. I don't mind shaving the hair off. I don't mind shaving the beard off.
I think that depends on how much money comes in.
I don't fucking care how much money comes in. I'm keeping the fucking eyebrows.
Yeah, but you can draw them on. Can you imagine with some scouse brows? Vic doing a review with some scouse brows. Absolutely plastered on like that.
He's looking like a Poddington P.
Yeah.
Timothy Cowens just said your ass will be on fire after that Satan's tour.
Oh, it will be. It will be. Even if you only manage it for 2 minutes, that's still going through your digestive system.
If that's hot, if that's what it's showing, that's not going to last a minute in there.
If you did stick it up your ass.
What?
Can you imagine if you did stick it up your ass, how long you could hold it there for?
He'd be in hospital if he did that.
That is.
Can you imagine it?
See the faces.
How much?
From the inside.
How much we talking?
And that's just not for the lolly.
I don't know how we'd show that one. Have you got a big pixel filter?
By the way, Fee's got a good point.
That's a very personal question, mate.
Fee's got a
Have
very
you
good
got
point.
a big pixel?
freeze the toilet roll. That's what Fee said. Good point.
Oh dear.
Just
Has anyone in chat? Sorry, go on.
In chat, Sam's in chat. She got married this weekend, didn't she?
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah,
Congratulations, Sam. Big love to you.
Sam. Congratulations. Yeah.
She's a lovely, lovely girl, Sam.
The thing is, it's been a long week. It feels like it's been a very, very long time since I've been on, but it's been a long week. And I know that people have been busy while this has been a long week. One person in particular, obviously, Sean. Someone's been really busy, hasn't they? And
He's doing this early. He's doing this early because he wants to see what the fucking.
I do. We normally have a lot before. But...
Normally we show them before, but now the thing is, right? Vic was a bit naughty this week. Vic was a bit naughty this week.
You put
Have you got
share
screen share on?
Yeah.
Oh, screen
I
share.
just want to do a little bit of an explanation first, anyway. So
There we
Vic
go,
was
it's
a little
on.
bit naughty this week. Couldn't pin him down with what he was actually doing. But unfortunately, Gaily Bops and Jenny found him.
What?
Oh, they did. Oh, they did find you, Vic. Oh, they did. So, where has Vic been this week? He's been right there. Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake, hold on, I'll get this centred.
Page.
Vic has been trying his hand at OnlyFans.
We both.
So I'll just quickly read you his little description there. It's good vibes only with at Vaping with Vic, a struggling vapor reviewer who is ready to show you his wick and cover you with his black vine. Come meet Vic on a personal level and see if this Scottish stallion lets his kelpie hang free under his kilt.
My God.
Yeah, so that's where he's been. Yeah, you didn't think we'd find you, did you, Vic?
That is the best.
Aye. Aye.
A nice rack, hasn't it?
He has. Love them
That is
nails
the
as well.
best.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight now.
I
Not
can see
many-
most people.
OnlyFans searching for Vaping with Vic.
I was just about to say, I wonder how many people have actually been on the site to search to see if he's there.
Can we put a disclaimer? Can we put a disclaimer? Vaping with Vic does not have OnlyFans. He only has Only Feet.
Yes.
Big thank you to Jenny and Gail for that one.
That was a good one, actually. That was a good one. Yep.
That.
That was a good one.
To be fair, have you got many subscribers on there?
On
I'm not
OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Have you? Are you not?
I beg to differ, Vic. I beg to differ.
We have photographic evidence there.
I told everyone to keep it quiet.
What's your lowest tier?
My lowest tier's $1.99.
He puts
Hey!
when he puts his fucking shoes on.
See, the thing is, as well, people need to realise, right, that a cucumber for us is a totally different size as a cucumber for Vic.
Yeah.
So
that shit's going to cost you a lot more. All right?
They did a thing about that, didn't they, about cucumbers? The one of the most vegetables that you remember things with. Because you stick one up your arse, you never forget it.
Not that I know things like that.
Yet.
Yeah.
We need to
So,
move
yeah,
it
that's what
next
Vic
tier,
was
Vic.
doing this week.
Oh.
It's amazing the
Honestly.
things you can do with a smart kit and OnlyFans.
If people do have any ideas of what they want, what jobs Vic should try out, drop
The
me
only-
a message.
Don't open it up like that, for fuck's sake. What?
Vindictive flame. Do the
Uh-oh.
OnlyFans subscribers get a box away?
That'll be all right.
That was easily the best one. Honestly, the
Boxes.
shock value when that went up, it's a bit like when it went up and I
I
went.
can't remember what we were talking about on the show. We were all doing it.
We were all doing this.
I can't remember what
We
we
were
were
on
on
about
about.
Instagram people who shake it.
That was it.
Oh, that was
If you had a
amazing.
box away from his OnlyFans, you'd end up with like a used pair of his boxers, socks, some rework.
Oh God, that
Some used wick.
Used pair of boxers, used drip tips.
Yeah, half a bottle of black vine that he's licked the end of.
So Vic, obviously, I ask you every week. How are you finding OnlyFans?
I am finding it. I
Play-
am
Fucking put up on the net.
I am finding the income rather good, actually.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Are you sticking to your OnlyFans? Are you coming back to YouTube or what?
Nah, I think I'll go back to YouTube. You know, I mean, you can. There's only so many times you can feature smock kits doing things.
The best fact is he's only been on fucking OnlyFans for 2 weeks and he's had 4 strikes.
22 minutes ago, yes,
QR
I am.
codes.
Oh,
Hey, 22 minutes ago, he probably hangs around parks.
yeah, I do. I can normally be found on a swing. I don't like the roundabouts though, they make me sick.
Oh, they make me sick. I get sick on one of those with horses.
Why is it, right? That's the thing that gets to you when you get a little bit older. When you're a kid, you get spun round forever and you're like, yeah, get off it.
No, it's because your sense of balance is a lot slower when it's something to do with your inner ear, I think.
Yeah, it's tinnitus.
Something like that.
Absolutely. When you get older, I'll push kids about three times. Honestly, I'll push kids about 3 times. And I'll watch them go round and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
The thing
You
is,
start getting vertigo.
did you not remember when they brought them fucking little egg seats in?
Oh, yeah.
Them little egg seats, right? So I put my little lad in one of them when he was a bairn. And I thought, oh, this will be fun. Spun him once and he was just...
Yeah, he's forever.
Oh, fucking hell, I'm going to lose him.
The best thing about that is their legs automatically, they plank out in it and start going like that. It's like watching a little helicopter.
I really hate all like that. Even from being a kid, I could never climb and I hated rides.
See, I didn't like heights that much when I was a kid either.
Oh, nice.
To be fair, Vic, anything above a step.
Right there.
Even like last night when we were at Mrs. Brown's Boys, we were massively up in fucking... That was terrible. I felt really a bit funny then, so I just didn't look off its side much.
I'm going to see Robbie Williams in October. And we're right up in the... Do you know what Manchester Arena? Have you been up in the gods up there?
In the
That is
nosebleeds.
high, like... You feel like you like that.
Oh, that's better. It's starting to get a bit hot here.
Yeah, they do it because there's no handrails. So
Yeah.
you've got where to put your hands out. It's like with the old Wembley.
Yeah.
Go watch it, football at old Wembley. And their steps are like so big. She's taking ginormous steps
Yeah.
to try. It's not safe because can you imagine that? I said to Luke, imagine we're going off the edge of there. I'm going to kill some poor cunt down there. Flatlining on somebody, but whoa, what's happening here?
I'm glad you said about football. Because the Ten Hag
Effects,
timers,
didn't they? Yeah. You didn't do bad to win 4-0 against our second team.
it was absolutely a B team. So I've had a lot of Man U mates who've gone, oh, we're back. And I went, did you see who they played? We played a full strength team and they played less than B.
Yeah.
Second half, you brought Nunes and everyone else on, and I was like,
I'll tell you something though. They looked a lot better, and I think he'll bring them together a lot better. You've had that problem, and now Pogba's gone. And as soon as you get rid of Ronaldo, you're going to
So we've
start
got-
the dressing room back again, aren't you?
we aren't talking about football too much, ladies and gentlemen. We have got 4 transfers that are all lined up and maybe going to all fold in before Saturday. So,
Oh, how you doing, Shrek?
I see Shrek.
but good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So I think Vic very kindly opened the bag for us.
Yes,
earlier
I
on.
did.
Oh,
When
yeah.
was it?
Jeez.
And that wasn't on OnlyFans.
Yeah. He opened his bag.
Imagine that as well in like the same sort of theme as Mr. Tumble. That OnlyFans. Come on, Dick's bag.
Sandpit.
How big is Vic's bag?
Oh, fuck.
Eating lots of things today, children. Doctors have tested him too.
Sorry, Jules. If I sit like that.
If you sit like that, you look like you're having a poo.
I felt like I were, actually, if I'm going to be honest. So, I have got a brimming bag and an itchy nose. So
Wonder if that
if
means-
you're ready, gentlemen, we will.
Oh, yeah, we're
I think
ready.
Aidan was going to say something naughty there, and he stopped
I was, yeah.
himself.
It did. Oh, I've gone full screen. How do I go? Ah, there you go.
I wish I could do that.
If the vodka had been a bit more, I'd probably not stopped.
So, This is a good one. This one from the wonderful Shrek Vape Reviews. If the temperature is going to be near 40s, how long will it take for the viscosity of VG to change to near PG viscosity and run out of your atomizer?
You will start to, well...
Instantly.
See, it depends on what type of VG it is. If it's palm oil-based VG, around 35 degrees Celsius, it starts to become more watery. But you don't generally tend to see pure palm-based VG these days. It's usually half and half between the palm oil-based stuff and I think it's sunflower or some other shit. So, put it this way, when it hits 40 in London, and you're using like a fucking steam crave aromomizer with fucking 30 fucking mil of juice in it, you're going to lose that juice.
Oh yeah,
because
instantly.
It will start to thin out. Because you've got to remember as well, here's the thing you've got to remember, when you're vaping on a tank, the tank heats up, but you stop vaping, it cools down. And as it cools down, the liquid inside starts to get thicker. But if you're walking outside in the fucking blazing fucking hot sun, trying to find the closest pub and the sun's beating down on a black tank, then it basically means that your juice is not getting a chance to cool down. Make sure your wicking is good.
And also make sure you're not leaving your mods in the sun.
Oh no, don't do that either.
Another one, don't leave it in the car, because you can guarantee you leave it in the car, even if it is just to nip into the shop, you'll walk into the shop, you'll come back and your cup holder, because everyone puts their vape in a cup holder, the cup holder will be full of juice by the time you get back.
Or your batteries will explode and you've got a mini fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of people I was telling the other day for my birthday, I went out Albert Road and they'd got the mods and they were just leaving them on. So I'm like, don't take that out.
Don't do that.
In the shade.
Just be very careful in the sun. Be very fucking careful.
So, that is your question answered. Thank you very much, Shrek Vape Reviews. Prick.
The fuck was that?
Because I was going to say his real name, but I don't like to say his real. It's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? So I started. You can tell it begins with an M. Prick in a shed with a dog. Age is just a number on the east coast of Scotland. To all casters, apart from the coily tool, which is the obvious answer, what is your all-time favourite vape accessory and why? P.S. I added P.S. I ad-libbed there. Vic isn't allowed to answer because we all know that his answer would be the Coil Master P bag because P bags are cool.
They
Sorry,
are.
Gail.
The P bag was fucking phenomenal.
I'm not going to pee bag.
Yeah, the Coil Master P bag. It was like a little side bag that you could put your juice into.
Yeah.
Fucking
And to be
love that
fair,
thing.
your mom used to walk around with a bum bag with all his coil.
Bag, he good for his batteries and for all his mechs. It were an art from army stores.
Yeah,
Now, can you remember the expos as well? Then people who actually had the over-the-shoulder boulder holder ones.
Yeah.
Flipped round and you could like have accessories. That was just going up at top, like.
I'll tell you what mine is. I used to like the Vape Anywhere bags.
Oh, the ones that
They
you blew
were
into.
handy that you blew into and it dissipated the vape. They were very handy sometimes, actually.
I had reservations. I tried one for review and I had reservations with it. Can you imagine keep blowing moisture into a bag? What's eventually going to happen? There's going to be mold and shit that goes in it.
Yeah, but if you say you only, like say you're going somewhere where you're not supposed to vape and you're caught short and you're desperate to have a vape.
Oh, yeah. Just mold balls are a lot better.
The Coil Master coiling jig. Obviously, multiple companies all came out with them, but at a time when we were all building with round wire, the Coil Master coiling jig was just.
Then there was these things as well. The
yes.
The carbon fiber ones.
Yes.
These were very handy.
Literally 4 or 5 wraps every single time. Perfect coil. Douche. Done. The only problem that I ever had with that is if you're doing a Clapton, you've got some Clapton wire, and you've pulled it out a little bit too early without straightening your leg out, it just went.
Yeah, it did.
But,
just unravelled.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I'll go for the X-Ra. So what it is it's basically a power bank. You can do it both ways. So you can put your 18650s in it and use it yourself as a power bank, or you can turn it around and charge it off a device. It'll charge the 2 18650s that are in it. And I had this when it first came out. And there wasn't that many of them around. So I really like that as well.
I'm just reading chat. There's quite a few actually. The bottle openers.
Oh, this.
Oh yeah, they were class.
I've got them.
Yeah.
This little fella.
Yeah. Incredible.
Very
Incredible.
fucking handy. Very handy for opening up those fucking stupid Nick bottles.
Army Man Brad says snippers with the wire catch.
Got one in the studio.
Yeah, I've got them.
I think he was showing me that because I'd never seen them before. The ones with the wire catch. He was
They've
showing
got
me
like
them.
a little bar, literally.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's a little
He was
bar.
showing
You
me
just
them
catch it.
in Aiden's Patreon, mate.
Yep. It stops the snipped end of the coil going ping. Very fucking handy. Very handy.
And vape bands.
Adam or Aiden, Lynn wants to know which one of you four has the coolest body parts tonight.
Mine are very warm, if I'm going to be honest.
Mine not. I've got a ginormous fan down there and I'm in my boxer shorts, so I'm lovely.
I've got shorts on, but it's very warm.
I've got very, very cool feet because Lynn sent me because I had to cancel the Misfits last week because my shed was boiling, and I mean, I could not get in here without starting to nearly collapse. Right, my shed was boiling, so Lynn got me a friggin' air cooler thing where you put ice in it and that, and it's blowing on my feet now. It's fucking amazing.
They're the best ones then. I remember once that we saw this hack. You know, everybody looks at these hacks. So we ended up getting loads of bottles of Coke and sticking them, watering them and putting them in the fridge and getting metal coat hangers and then hanging them all on the back of his fan. So what he did was they just blew obviously the cold air through, because obviously you end up just like regurgitating air, don't you, which is hot.
Yeah.
See, I've seen one of them hacks today, right, where this woman, she got a load of tin foil, right, and some soapy water, sprayed the windows in a house.
Put it on the inside of the windows.
Soapy water, yeah, and put it on the inside of the windows. I was saying to myself, I hope there's not a road outside where someone's going to drive past. You can just imagine it be like driving down a runway, all the lights flying at you, you know what I mean? And blinding you off the sun bouncing off this tin foil.
You see, my wife, right, she'd put the tin foil the wrong way fucking round. We'd end up cooking, you know. Now going, is there actually two ways of putting silver paper?
Oh, Lou.
Good. She has some fucking great ideas, Louise. Do you know what we got? I'm going to spoil a little bit of the vlog. We jumped in this Uber because we got all these deals on this Uber together, obviously. And I went to, look, you've got your boot on. We don't want to be sweaty when we turn up. We'll get an Uber thingy. So we got halfway through and she did that look, you know, when your wife turns to you and I went, what? Brought the tickets. So got the Uber, and she stood there going, wait, no, it's a fucking Uber. He's got to drive, love. Go drive. So I had to go back there. I'm walking up these pissing hills because it's Sheffield. You have to be a mountain goat to go where
everything is uphill.
Fucking shit for the videos.
Whereabouts were you staying?
The Premier Inn.
At Premier Inn.
Oh, don't start me. I'm not even doing that because I had a rant about the fucking breakfasts as well. That's a letter that's going in. The television was capped off at 15.
Oh, so you couldn't have it very loud?
Yeah, if you boiled the kettle with sausages in it, you could not hear a thing. Yeah, the aircon was stuck at 19. So when I went to see the manager, I said, "You couldn't do me a favour, could you?" I says, "I want to swap." She says, "What do you mean?" I says, "I want you to swap the television to 19 and the aircon to 15." Okay, now what's the point of 19? It was cooler outside. No, I got to the breakfast. So you know what it's like on the Premier Inn breakfasts. I get there, they've got vegan bacon.
Oh.
The only thing that's, and I didn't know about that, so it come back and it tasted not right. And I knew it. I went to this bacon, don't say, oh, you've got the vegan stuff. So there were no normal bacon. There were sausages, there were no eggs, there were no hash browns, and no black pudding.
What the fuck?
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. It's 9:30. They don't stop serving till 10:30. I went back 15 minutes later. There were nothing left.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Stood there for about 15 minutes and brought one thing out at a time.
There'd be a fucking riot if that happened at the NEC premiere.
Well, you'd have Andy Summerfield, definitely. He'd have been giving out leaflets and doing a protest outside.
Was it busy, the hotel, like?
Yeah, it was fairly busy. Obviously, it's like middle of Sheffield. So, and then we had we had this resident, this was brilliant, this resident nutter as well that were walking past it all the time. And every time we went out, we were there, just randomly shouting stuff. And I thought...
That was me.
So we sat having dinner somewhere else, and I went, do you know that he's ever so funny, and he's shouting out about his camel, who went, it's not a camel, he keeps shouting about his donkey like I were a dick. A random bloke shouting things out because I got it wrong. It wasn't a fucking camel, but it was a donkey. She thought she'd just won Mastermind. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't a camel, it was a donkey. Fucking hell. And he looks like, you know, when Billy Ocean went through, like, you were like 65, 70, and he went through his hippie stage. You know, like hidden dreadlocks and everything like that. He wanted his 80s cool days.
Well, that was a very, 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 very good tangent from vape accessories. That was from the wonderful Mr. Martin Hart.
Did you see what Stuart said there?
Yeah, I've turned it down. If he does it again, I do get a little bit loud sometimes.
It
hasn't been cutting it out for me.
Martin Hart, thank you very much. Alan Vickery writes in, if you all had to up and move from your country because it melted in the surprising heat called a good summer, where would you like to live and why?
I'll go first. Alaska. Number 1, it's very fucking cold, and I love the cold.
There's no one around.
Number 2, it's very cold, and I like the cold. And number 3, it's very cold, and I like the cold. That basically covers it.
No number 4?
Nah.
All right.
2.
I'm simple. I am. I would like probably. Do you know what? I'd like to move to Canada. My auntie lives in Canada, and it always looks so nice. Even when it's cold, it's cold. Even when it's warm, it's warm. And it's one of them kind of places. There's no kind of in between. England's weird because it's got that in between. You know, it's either too cold, too hot, and moist in the middle.
Well, I don't mind too cold. I actually like too cold.
Yeah. I don't mind too cold, but England is too cold because it's not like everywhere else cold. It's just cold.
I do as well. Does it make you start to dribble?
Don't just dribble. I fall. Is it going to be cold? I know there's loads and loads of places that are cold, but it
doesn't have to be cold. You've got to remember as well when you go abroad, it's a different type of heat, isn't it?
Oh, that is so British.
It is. You see, it's like when we used to go to Argelès in south of France. It used to be you could just walk around in it.
I'm moist. Woohoo!
Yes, I like that. A bit of that one.
A round of applause
for your moistness.
Yeah. Moister's got a round of applause. I enjoy that. Normally, it just freaks people out.
No, don't start. I'd go back to France. I love it in France, south of France. And like you said, the heat's totally different. You can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say one of the, I don't know about you lot, but one of the wonderfulest feelings ever is when you've had a massively hot day, and I mean like we've been having, and then a thunderstorm comes and you suddenly go,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we went down south a couple of weeks ago to Essex to go and meet up with all the family from down there. And we were in a caravan, and a couple of weeks ago we had really, really bad thunderstorm up here. And down there, it was the biggest storm, this is no exaggeration, I've ever seen, ever been in my entire life. The thunder you could hear roll all the way across, but do you know the feeling after, once there's been a massive thunderstorm? It was the Friday that we had the 30s, the first like 33 degrees over here. And the thunderstorm just clears the air perfectly.
And that smell as well.
It's better than freshly cut grass.
I'd probably go to Florida.
Oh no, it's too hot there. Honest. Too hot.
Too hot, and there's crocodiles.
Yeah, there's crocodiles as well.
Lots of tents.
Where?
Lots of tents do. You know, like they've got Tent City now, aren't they? Where it's like blocks of it on the main bit, apparently.
I haven't seen that. But I only go to like Disney area.
Near Crocodile Dundee's house.
All right. I thought he lived in Australia.
No, it's what's his name? Wogan, not
Paul
Terry.
Hogan.
Hogan, not Wogan.
He's Australian, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Hogan.
wants to go back, but he couldn't go back because of COVID. But he lived. There were like loads of tents all outside these mansions, like loads of them.
Oh, he said, Army Man Brad said no tents in Florida, it's California.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's Cali. The
And
West
so
Coast.
you should be.
Oh, we're close
That's
though.
it. You've just upset everyone in Florida now, Aidan.
Well, I'm sure they all fucking know me.
Martin Hart's just said they're just throwing it out there. I'm moving to Malta in 4 weeks' time, where it's currently 42 degrees
Yeah,
at the height
Malta's
of
like
the day.
yeah, Malta's always fucking hot in summer. Always hot. Oh, nope. Fuck that. Nope.
That was a big British destination on holiday, wasn't
It
it?
was. Yeah.
I don't know
it
if it
was.
still is now, but I know it was years ago in the 80s.
Can you
Very
imagine Aiden at the
Malta.
Premier Inn there?
Oh, sausages. What's halloumi?
Halloumi?
Yeah, halloumi. Whatever that stuff looks like, it's just white jelly.
Squeaky cheese.
Oh, I love it, mate.
Jeez.
I love squeaky cheese.
Deep fried halloumi, man.
Yes.
Fucking
With sweet
amazing.
chili dip.
I once had that and I thought it was blancmange. I was very upset.
Mate, there's something wrong with your halloumi if it looked like blancmange. I'm
What?
telling you.
The thing
Halloumi,
is, his halloumi was shaped like a rabbit.
it wobbles. It was like that. Can you remember when you were at school and you thought, look at the size of them fucking chips, and the one that were parsnips. It's good to say, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Oh, chips. And the one that were
Right.
fucking ginormous parsnips.
My daughter's just started senior school, right? She's doing a 2-week transition period now. And I turned around to her and I went, what did you have for dinner? Bearing in mind, all I could think, I'm trying to live vicariously through the children. I used to have a chip butty at lunch, at break, and then you'd have like another chip butty at lunch with gravy,
Yeah.
because you could. And then I used to have like semolina and chocolate buttons for afters.
All that chocolate crunch with mint custard.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. So I turned around to her, I says, what did you have for dinner? She went, oh, I had a panini.
You dirty bastard.
Exactly what I said. I was like, a panini. Yeah, a ham and cheese. It's all I've eaten this week. I was like, you've had a ham and cheese panini. Did they grill it? Ham and cheese panini and a bottle of fizzy pop.
The problem is, though, when we were at school, they didn't do it to make money. They did it to feed you.
Yeah.
So you could afford in morning to, like, you know, when you got there at school, I'll have, they did pizza, but it wasn't proper pizza. It was like the
Half a French baguette.
yeah, like a pie, and then a pie with a bit of cheese on top. It was not like Italian pizza, but it was quite nice. They just put origami in it.
Yeah.
They just applied it. That's all they've done.
What, fucking paper?
Yeah, well, that's all they put in. Origami, yeah. What's it called? Oregano.
Oregano.
Close. Origami. Used to fold the pizza up into a duck.
And goose.
It's a pizza duck. With top of end coming up. So they used to do that, but you could get it for maybe like 40, 50p.
Yeah.
Well, now it's like just a normal, like a panini, a drink, and maybe like a cookie. It's about £2.50.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a lot
fucked
fucking
me
more
right
money.
up that level.
I tell you something. That prick, Jamie Oliver, turkey Twizzlers were the best things ever.
I love those. Fucking
My mum
love
said,
those.
come and have dinner because we're having turkey twizzlers.
The thing with a turkey Twizzler is, I don't know how they ended up being like it, but they were sweet and savoury at the same time. You knew they were
Did you
bad for you.
try? Did you try the ones that Iceland brought back out?
Yeah, they ruined them.
They were not the same, were they?
Nah, they
No,
weren't.
ruined them.
How you doing, Toma?
I never
man.
understood why we used to get them Calypso cups, and because it were cool, instead of putting straw through, top your bit bottom off.
Yep.
Weirdos.
But again, they were cheap. They were 10 pence. Obviously, there were normal pops, weren't there, that you could get?
Yeah.
Like that, and you could just normally drink them. If not, then as soon as the sun come out, the person at the corner shop,
Frozen.
Freezer.
Yeah.
Got loads of charge an extra 10 pence.
Yeah.
For freezing it.
Oh, I miss it. I miss school dinners. And she went, I have had a panini. Well, the wonderful Alan Vickery there. Thank you very, very much.
You need to put stuff in there.
Living under Bentley Bridge in my tent, which is getting very smelly. This is a wonderful Paul Doling. All casters, if you could rewrite a movie or TV series, which one would it be? Vic goes last. No reason why. I just feel that way. Keep up the good work, guys.
Right, I'll go. So I'd have rewrote Titanic, and I'd have give them fucking 2 doors at the end.
Yeah, there's got to be more than one door around.
Fucking hell. It was a fucking ship, massive, and there was only one fucking door in that water. One fucking door. What a nightmare.
Yeah, but you're a bit of a greedy bastard as well, weren't you? I was
going to say, the amount of theories that I've seen that you can fit 2 people on that door.
Wait, no, they
she
tried,
lays across it.
They tried. She tried to let him on. Leave her alone.
Gio, she lays across it. I've seen the pictures from above. She's laid all the way across it.
That's how we sleep anyway.
What's this? Is why I'm a little teapot.
Sorry, Jack. There's no room on here. Yeah, there's room enough for a giant bloody Great Dane to curl up between her legs. But she's like, you can't get this side, Jack. I know you're tight, you can't swing round to the back door, but stay there.
Power Jack. That's the one I'd rewrite anyway.
And she sleeps like a typical woman. Louise does it as well. She puts her head right into the middle of bed. So no matter if you turn that way, you're just going to smell her breath. It makes and the thing with me being a big bloke as well, you have to do that shuffle, don't you, to get round to the next stage. You know, like when you can't horses back. So then her arse is stuck out that way, one leg that way, one leg that way.
I'm very, very fortunate. And I'm not just saying it because she's watching it, but Jackie falls asleep and she might as well die because she just stays in the same position all night.
Like a dormouse.
Yeah, absolutely, like a dormouse. She just curls up in the ball and just goes to sleep, and I'm like, all right.
I love the way he said. I love the way Hayden said. Because I'm a big bloke, I've got to do that shuffle thing to get to the next stage, like it was a game of fucking Tetris.
Fit in. And then all of a sudden you think to yourself, that knee's all the way, and you start looking. This is the best thing as well. You start looking and measuring the bed. Start looking at yourself thinking, I tell you what, if you look down the middle there, she's over it. And he's over it. Ram's over it. She's took it all up again. Did you sleep well, love? Did I fuck?
To be fair,
between zigzags.
Do you know the best thing to save any marriage is a king-size quilt on a double bed?
No, we've got a king-size bed. Do you know what's going to save our marriage? A super fucking king-size bed. Do you know what I mean? You go to bed, you have a kiss and a cuddle, I'll see you back when you come back from Iraq. You know what I mean?
Listen, I think emperor size is the biggest size, isn't it? Emperor. I'm sure you can get like an emperor-sized bed where it's like you could full on fucking stretch out like that, and you wouldn't touch each other.
Oh.
I've been looking at the cost of getting. This is no word of a lie either. A super king-size bed. Do you know what I did? Well, I actually got the television. We've got a big television on our wall in our bedroom. I even got that so you can move it out, and you know, I move it to one side. Took all the bed up, and I have to stay on that side. I have to get up, move my television round so I can actually sit there and watch.
It's all right. It's all right. A few years, and we'll be at that stage where it's double singles.
Yeah. When you're 60, 65, 70.
What about you, Vic? What would you rewrite?
Oh, that's easy for me. I would remove Jar Jar Binks from the Star Wars prequels.
Why?
Because he's fucking annoying and ruined the entire fucking trilogy.
Me's a Jar Jar Binks.
Stupid. Me's a stupid. Fuck off, fucking Jar Jar bastard Binks. He completely fucking ruined Star Wars for me.
I didn't realise he had a middle name.
What?
Jar Jar fucking stupid Binks.
Yeah,
Jar Jar bastard Binks.
Fucking sitting there. And I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I like a good science fiction movie, so I'm sitting there watching it, and it's like, oh, this is fucking awesome. George Lucas done, what the fuck is this thing that looks like a...
How? No,
the fuck is this thing with
the
a
whole
king
prequels should have just been torn up and fed to fire. I am a Star Wars fan.
Jar Jar, me, like.
I thought Jar Jar Binks looked like a 90-year-old woman in a bikini.
Jar Jar Binks looks like someone got Jar Jar Binks looks like someone got a King Charles Spaniel and took all the fucking fur off it. That's what fucking Jar Jar Binks looks like.
Do you know the best thing to come out of the Star Wars prequels, right? And this is no word of a lie because they're absolute dog shite. The best thing to come out of the Star Wars prequels was Weird Al.
Yep.
And the Saga song.
Yep. That was actually very funny, that was
based
very
on
funny,
American
the Saga
Pie.
song.
It is incredible.
I like the bad lip reading.
I love bad lip reading.
The fucking, what's it called again? Seagulls.
Seagulls.
Stop it.
Seagulls, stop it now.
Run fast you can. I got a back sucked down my back.
Run. I can jump.
Yeah.
I can be a backpack while you run.
Pick it in my head.
If I was to rewrite any film or TV show, it would probably be Friends, and I would make Ross and Rachel get together and stay together because that'd be the end, and it'd be done, wouldn't it?
What a load of tripe that is.
I didn't mind it the first 5 times that I watched it, like all the way through. But then it's constantly on.
I like Friends. Again, but I agree with what you say there, Adam. You know, you can only watch it so many times. To be honest with you, I'm only saying this to trigger Aidan.
It's fucking shite. It's not funny. It's just not 1 inch funny.
To be fair, the first 5 times you watch it, brilliant, all the way through. You're like, the first time you watch it, it was like emotional and brilliant and everything. And then you watch it the second time and you think, oh, I missed some bits. That's all right. Oh, Bruce Willis is in it. And then you go through it again and you're like, right, I've heard all this now. And the worst thing is, it's being regurgitated by the youth now. So my daughter has watched every single episode.
Love it. And I'm like, they should not be watching this.
I've done exactly the same.
What's that?
And then I got, let's watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
We just started watching Stranger Things.
Absolute American tripe. I'm sorry for all the Americans that are out there, but it is crap.
Say, I've got to be honest, I'm quite partial to crying at things, right? I'm a very emotional dude, right? When it comes to football. And I cried on that last episode of Friends, like.
Oh.
See, I agree. Frasier was better.
Oh, Frasier was a lot better. I loved that show. That show.
It's the American.
Cheers. I adore Cheers.
Cheers, good. Who like Taxi? Taxi was shit as well.
Oh!
I'm with Aidan in this. I never really got into Taxi. The humour was way too fucking dry.
Yeah.
Way too dry.
I don't even know what that is.
Taxi, Danny DeVito, Andy Kaufman,
It's from
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, a very young Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
You still expected him to go Marty.
So did you like the film Airplane?
Yes.
Oh, I love
Leslie Nielsen.
Just anything with Leslie Nielsen in it, I just watch
The
it.
film Airplane was brilliant. She's got to go to hospital. What is it? It's a large building with patients, but that's not important.
Yeah.
I'm sure Army Man Brad's just put MASH.
Oh, don't say that again. It makes him cough.
Going completely off tangent. If anyone's ever watched it, it's a show that me and Jackie have just stumbled on. It's called Only Murders in the Building. It's on Disney Plus. Steve Martin, Martin Short,
fucking brilliant.
Selena Gomez. It is amazing. We're only on episode 3 now because obviously Stranger Things and The Boys have finished and we've got literally nothing else to watch. But started watching it. It's really, really good. Really, really good.
See, me and Lisa have just started watching Stranger Things. We're up to season 2, episode fucking 4 or something.
I watched that backwards.
What?
I watched it backwards. I went from 7 to 1. I did, honestly.
Well, I just had a vision of Aiden with the old button that you used to have where you could make it play backwards in normal time.
It's really watched it backwards. It's a lot more interesting.
So,
The trouble is,
The Boys is creepy and weird, but if you've read the comics, the show is nothing like the comics, and the comics is like a million times worse.
the thing that I'm getting a bit excited about is Quantum Leap. I want to see what they're going to do with that. I know they're bringing that back. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the end of The Walking Dead. I really did like
October,
that.
innit? What's his name's coming back to Quantum Leap as well, isn't he? The old guy, the one that used to play the computer.
Kojak.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah. He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah, you're talking about.
So
Scott,
who's the one
you're
that's
talking
coming
about,
back?
You're talking about Scott Bakula, the lead actor, Scott Bakula.
Is he
He's
the
good.
lead guy? He's coming back then. Oh, I thought it was the other guy that was coming
The
back.
other guy with the
But
little
he's not now.
he's dead.
Steve
He'll have
Nichols,
a nightmare coming
Lucifer
back.
is
They'll have a
really
nightmare
good.
getting him back.
Just couldn't pay the wages. But yeah, no, if I rewrote anything, I would rewrite Red Dwarf after probably season 5 or 6, when they started making it where it wasn't a plasticky set and went sort of back to how it was before.
Yeah.
Because they started going like feature filming.
It
Yeah,
did. It did.
As
It
much
lost
as
its charm.
but I would have kept it how it was before, with when the doors opened, the wobbled, and it just that sort of feel to it.
Cracking question. Thank you very much, Mr. Dooling. The wonderful Ben Martin, who I had the pleasure of meeting. He popped into our store, and I was glad to see him. He went, "You're that guy off of YouTube," and I went. But I had a lovely, good old. I think we were in store for about an hour. We had a right good chimwag.
Make him do a
Writes
TikTok.
in. You are.
You didn't make him do a TikTok, did you?
Nah. I was like, I don't know who you are. Don't be a murderer, please. Whilst we all understand everyone has been busy and reviews are massively backlogged, but when is Vic going to get his hair cut?
Seriously?
That's the question I've got to read.
This is all I've been fucking getting for the past couple of fucking weeks now.
It's a question I've got to read it.
Next weekend, live on
Saturday
the
night
Misfits
on the
charity
Vape
show.
Misfits channel.
And don't forget, we're going to be aiming for more, and the eyebrows are coming off.
No, the eyebrows aren't coming off. No, they're fucking not. No.
But we have got something around as well. If the money's right, he's going to do a sack and crack.
Yeah.
Live on screen.
It's the same. It's the same as having his eyebrows cut off. You watch his fucking eyes water.
He's also said that if we break last year's total, if we beat last year's total, his OnlyFans is going to be free for 3 months.
No, that's it. Fuck, that's
He's
the only
also
place
going to
I'm
have
making
some Go
money.
Faster stripes shaved
That's
into the
all
side of his
tears.
head.
And he's going to do every review in the style of Gordon Blessett.
Just shout all the way through it.
Yeah. Too smart. Good night, Gordon.
That could crack on OnlyFans.
You can imagine the answer on that.
Cheers, Ben. William Dobson writes in, Fluff from Planet Shuffle. Age, can't remember. The quest continues on board the Nexus class starship. With repairs done and only down to a near mutiny, as no one was going to take the mop and bucket down to the holographic porn suite anymore, things have gone a bit quiet. To all the crew at the #1 vape show, thank you, number one. With the UK government in such a shambles, do you think there will be any changes to the approach on vaping?
No. Because where it matters hasn't changed. And that's the all-party parliamentary group to do with vaping. The APPG is still the same. The Science and Technology Commission is still the same. The only changes are happening at the top where the cabinet is. Down below, APPG, Science and Tech Commission, they're not changing until the next general election, so nothing will change.
It's not just that. There's so many more important things to speak about in their mind than vaping in general.
Yeah,
So
they've got bigger fish to fry right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
like keeping Rishi Sunak
I
down, but we're not
feel
going
like
to talk about
a political rant there, Vic. I think they should. You know, when it gets to this part, I know my brother was saying, I were arguing with my brother, that they should, because you voted the party and not the person. Well, I think you're voting for the person as well. I think when it gets to this point, how many times can you keep bringing a new leader in? How many Conservative leaders have we had? We've had Cameron, we had May, Boris, and now somebody else. I think it should be a point where they go, I'll tell you what, let's do a general election. Let's see what people want.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they should as
Let's-
well, but they're not going to do it. Cheers
Let's
for the
bring in
fiver,
Jeremy
William.
Clarkson.
Thanks, Will.
Cheers, William.
By the way, Shrek, I wrote about his cousin.
Bring in Jeremy Clarkson. That'd be class, that, like.
And that'll sort it out instantly. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
but can you imagine the cabinet with May and fucking whatchamacallit in it, Hammond?
Exactly. It'll just be them three. Are we ready?
For what?
It is I, Adam,
Oh,
more
shit.
boring than the good old boring Mike Vapes Hutton. Today, as I was strolling through town, I suddenly remembered that I didn't use half a tub of hair gel and only used 1/3. Oh, the humanity of it all. I don't actually gel my hair at the minute. I raced to Tesco and bought 6 tubs of their finest hair gel. I plastered it on, and my hair was as hard as my widget when I watched Mary Poppins. While on the subject of hair gel, how many tubs does Grizz use to get his hair so hard? The chap looks like he has a built-in hard hat. You're on holiday. Apart from the usual phone, keys, wallet, vape, liquid, etc., what unusual items or what extra items would you keep on your person at all times? And no, you can't keep Vic in your pocket, for the simple reason that if you shit yourself, all you would constantly hear is, ooh, ooh. Thank you all for letting me take the piss out of you. And yes, I didn't mention Aiden. That's because it's his birthday and he's a bit of a twat. Much love, your friendly neighbourhood Irishman.
That's a rather interesting question. What? I need to think about that.
So you're on a
What would you-
desert island, yeah?
No, you're just on
Let's
holiday.
It says
All right.
holiday, but let's do desert island. Let's change his question slightly because holiday's simple. You'll keep like unusual. I can't say that you keep anything unusual because you get arrested by foreign police.
That you're not my coffin, mate.
Fucking
So
hell.
let's say desert island. What unusual product, item, or extra items would you keep on your person at all times?
You know, if that had been our last, it'd been a washing line.
That's not a bad shout, to be fair, because you've always got wet suits.
And she took Yorkshire tea bags.
Yeah, well, the tea over there is never the same, is it? So
Yeah, that's true. What would I bring? That's a damn good question, actually.
What? So does it need to be vaping related?
no,
What would I take extra? I see, I'm one of these pack light. My wife just wants to pack everything out of the house into one case that you can't fit it in, and the wheels break. So then you're just cussing and everything's all hassle. It's like, why do you need just wash it out when you're there? Why do you need to why do you need 7 pairs of shoes?
to be fair, I do like to bring like 2 pairs of pants and
That's a
1
fucking
pair of shorts.
Poor Lou tonight. Bless
I
her.
know she's getting some abuse, bless her.
Yes.
I'm not being funny. I will take 7 pairs of underpants. If you're going on a 7-day holiday, we won't just have 2 pairs of underpants, you scaggy mofo.
No, but they're for going out in. Most of the day, I'm commando and in pool.
Oh, you can't do commando anymore. I can't do it with my piles. You can't. I used to do leakage all the time, but when you get piles, you got just have a little.
It's not that. It's, you know, them net shorts that have got that net testicle holder.
Oh, and how much do they itch?
It's that. It's that what starts happening when you get a bit older.
Yeah,
Oh,
going through.
Yeah. And then you
See,
sit on a bit and it makes you itch.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna-
you sit down there like you got crabs. You know, you've just got out of swimming pool, you end up sitting on the plastic seats, start
Yeah.
sweating, and you start to do that sort of like you're moving, just to give that itch,
Yeah.
that sort of itch.
You pulled a face like you were doing it there and then.
Was actually, I thought that felt nice.
Well, you're only in
Is that the
boxer shorts,
piles?
aren't you? So
I've just got boxer shorts on. That's all I've got on. I feel quite comfortable and free.
So you claim.
there
we
Hey.
Only got the strides on. Only got the strides on, son. What are we going to take extra? I don't know.
I'll go. I would take. Say I was stranded on a desert island. I would take a volleyball and something sharp,
yeah.
so I could make a Wilson.
Oh.
Oh, so we're on a desert island. I would take something that you can distill shit with.
I'd take a boat.
Oh, cocky cunt wants to get off the island now.
Oh no, I would go one better than that, Adam. Fuck taking the boat. Bring a satellite phone.
If you have a boat, you're not stranded, mate.
Exactly. That's the whole idea, isn't it?
The phone either.
Yeah, bring a satellite phone. That way you can get the fuck off the island. Sorted.
I know who I want to get stranded with if I get stranded on an island. Jesus.
You get stranded where you're going to be? At the bar. The best thing about it is, can you imagine?
Excuse me. This is the captain's announcement. We are going to crash. Can you just give me 5 minutes? I'm just going to give Adam a bell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got a boat on standby.
Can you imagine
only a single dinghy. I've got to keep it on my person at all time. Walking around with a canoe strapped to me back.
When they find Vic after about 15 years, and they go, "Well, I'm not being funny, Vic, but you had a phone with you. What were you doing?" Well, I
loading to Rumble.
One of them 0898 numbers.
That is a very valid point. Vindictive Flames just said there. Obviously, I said if you've got a boat, you're not stranded. He said if you've got Wilson, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Fair point.
True.
Sorry, mate. I'll strike the Wilson.
Whoa! Anybody who's going to tell you that a plastic ball's a friend, then you've got trouble, son. I'm not being funny. You've got 6 months away before you're going to have loads of cats and friends. You're not stranded and not alone when you ain't got a plastic ball and you've cut your hand.
I have a plastic ball anyway. That's another story.
What? Did you actually have
all you need to do is draw a face on it.
Yeah, I've got a fucking prosthetic bollock.
Draw a face on it.
You want to touch it now, don't you? I can tell.
I was thinking about why, for some unknown reason, I just had table tennis in my fucking mind. Every time you walk, you can just say. Either that or when you get them on the desk.
I just had visions of him running downstairs then. You know, while you were talking about ping pong. And you know how it normally goes? It's going like that.
Like a set of clackers.
Yeah.
Did they make any sort? Can you squidge it?
Oh, that's the sure fault.
Did you get a choice?
Yeah, it's squashy and shit.
If they did, I'd want a noise.
You what?
I'd want a noise.
I wanted an 8-ball pool ball in there, but they wouldn't let us.
It's one of them magic ones. You shake it and you can see. It tells you the truth. Oh, I've made a right mess now.
That's never going to come off the sheets.
The thing is, did they walk out to you with a plethora of them and go, "Which one would you like, sir?"
You won.
No.
They just go, "You're having this one."
It was just a case of I got put to sleep and I had a new one when I woke up. It was shit.
Not so good. Da-da.
No, like fun. You know, like when a woman gets married and she goes to pick a wedding dress, she spends ages choosing that. It was no like that. Just went in, whipped me kecks off. She shaved us. The nurse.
So you
to sleep.
They do with the towel, you know.
I woke up, she pinched me ball.
And they go like that. See how it is. Oh, it fits lovely.
Lisa, just cup these. Seem all right.
Right for your love.
You went to a reverse vet. That's what it were. He went, instead of taking them off, I'll put you an extra one in.
No lights.
It'd be class if you woke up and you had like 3 or 4.
Oh fuck. Well,
it could be worse. You could have one and a watch outside of it.
Yeah, he had changed his ball sack to Guinevere. And tonight's lottery results from Guinevere are keep having to slap his ass. We only put 3 in.
It reminds me, Sticky Vicky's daughter's been in hospital, hasn't she?
That's she. Couldn't get it out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can you do that, Sean? Is it like one of them on string, you know, from cups that you used to go like that with? Instead of that, you go like that.
What? Into your bum?
Yeah.
Into your bum? Where's the show going?
I have no idea. Shall we move on to the next question?
Yeah.
shit.
Oh God.
Mr. Potato Head. Vic is soon going to be my doppelganger. Aged 3 and over. I contain small parts, may cause a choking hazard. Just ask Mrs. Potato Head. I was just thinking about Sean.
Fuck's sake. Vic, it wasn't my fault. It's them two. Vic, it's them. It's these two down here.
I was honestly just thinking about the doctor stood there with a Sharpie going, do not put in mouth.
Do you know what I was thinking about that? Do you know when you get them big pens and they've left a little hole at the top in case you choke? I wonder if they've done that.
Next expo, I'll let you touch it so you can have a feel, see what it's like.
I'm telling you.
I can't wait. We're just both going to stand there going like that. Like stress balls.
I actually have a funny story about it, but I'll save it for the next show.
Yeah, please do, because Vic's going to tell us off shortly.
I'm going to get wrong.
A big Hollywood producer comes to you and tells you he's making a film about the UKVS. The UK's #1, I picked the good questions tonight, #1 vape show, and says you can have any actor you want to play you and your partner / love interest. Who do you choose to play you and your romantic interest?
Ooh.
I think we should pick each other.
Right. Can I pick me? Let me pick me.
You pick you.
Right. So I'm going to choose me to play me.
Yeah.
Right? Say, I've thought about this. And then I'm going to have Margot Robbie play my missus.
Wife. That was not romantic at all, son.
No.
It's all right.
No.
She won't mind.
I've been checking
It's a film. It's not real. It's not real. Vic, Warwick Davis. Wondered when they were going to start coming in.
Yeah, you know they're going to come in.
Look, you could pick anybody you want. I'll have Claire from work. What the fuck?
It's like Sean went down questions earlier on and went, can't wait till he fucking asks that one.
I fucking haven't this time, to be fair, because I got wrong last time for cheating.
Cheating.
That's a good question.
We know who Adam. He's got to be him off of what do you call it, Auntie? Lucifer.
Oh yeah.
Vic
Jeff
Jones.
Village. That's epic casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Ellis.
And to be honest with you, your lass should play herself because
And she should. She's an absolute little stunner, my wife.
She's
I don't
amazing.
mind saying.
Yeah. And funny.
Guys.
And she's hilarious. She is honestly 1 in a million. I don't want to get too soppy because I know she's in chat and she'll think that I'm just being a soppy twat. But she's an absolute little stunner. She could be a little movie star anyway. But yeah.
John Candy. Yeah, I'd take John Candy. I was thinking maybe a little bit, maybe Jack Black or maybe, what were him who died? Farrell?
I was going to say Jim Belushi.
Belushi, yeah. Yeah, that's probably a lot more closer.
No, only because he's funny.
Is it John Belushi or Jim?
It
John.
was...
John,
John's his brother, isn't he? We're
That's right, yeah.
in
the brother as
K9.
well. Yep.
K9. The other one's
oh, yeah.
come on, Aiden.
Toga.
James.
Funny as well. He was just so funny. And I'd have Angelina Jolie, who looks like Lou. So she got the lips.
Them lips.
Other
Them
than
lips,
that,
though.
fucking Jagger.
Vic's got one there. I can see
What
it.
was that?
That was Mick Jagger. Brown sugar.
Jagger?
Vic like he was trying to get rid of a pigeon in one fly.
Okay, I've got it for me. I have to think about this. Ryan Reynolds acting as me,
Yeah.
because
I
he's
can
just
see it.
funny.
I can see
As
it.
my love interest, Taylor Swift.
I'd have it opposite way round. I'd be Taylor Swift and have Ryan Reynolds.
You would
as
have
my love interest.
Taylor Swift playing Vic.
That'd be fucking amazing, that wouldn't it?
Would you?
Both of them have to get on the. I don't know if you ever anybody else had an uncle that used to sit on the floor and like tuck one leg in between his. No, not that side.
Come and sit on my knee.
Yeah, took one leg back and put his slipper like he'd only got a little tiny leg. That's what Ryan Reynolds would have to do, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Are you sick, Vic? No, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. Taylor Swift.
Cracking question, Mr. Martin Saunders. Thank you very, very much. Eddie B. Jr. I wonder if he's
That's
like Johnny B. Good.
Proper blues name, that.
That is, isn't it? Johnny B. Good. To all casters, how long have you all been vaping, and what was your first mod/kit ECig, and what made you choose that device?
Okay, read that again. I got confused halfway through that.
I did as well.
How long have you all been vaping?
Right.
And what was your first mod/kit, and what made you choose that device?
So I'm guessing they mean first proper mod, like a box mod with a tank.
I'm guessing so. First kit or first mod?
Okay, that's a tricky one. That. What was my first mod?
Mine was the Rulu RX300 and the Cloud Beast King. I have no idea why I picked it.
You've got to still go for the one that you got from Scotland. They were from as well, weren't they?
Yeah, that wasn't a mod though. That was a pen. It was like one of those cylindrical things.
Yeah, I'd still class that. Johnny,
little doggy. I think the first actual mod must have been the MVP3 with the eye clear with the fucking bendy drip tip thing. Yeah, it was the MVP3. That was the first mod.
I had my first sort of big setup. Obviously, I had a CE4 and a Cigalite like everyone else in the world. But my first proper setup that I classed as a proper setup was the iStick 30 watt with the Kanga sub-tank mini.
Oh, I remember that. It was
and it was the 1.2 ohm coils. I've been vaping for 9 years this year.
I started in 2006. I started off with little pens that you could get from the garage. They didn't really have they just had low, medium, and high. First proper kit was it was called the Eye Taste, wasn't it? That you were on about with the eye clear tank with the that drip tip. Yeah. Wait, I got this. I got this really strange. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, with the bendy drip. Yeah, the knuckle drip tip. That's the one.
That's the drip tip a bit, but the actual mod itself was a square one like that, and it had eye taste written on it, and you could actually charge your phone up from it, but you couldn't vape and charge at the same time because the battery just went down. You couldn't do it. But the first proper kit that I sort of sub-owned with would have been the IPV that I've got down there. I think it was IPV Mini 2 or Mini 1 with the Atlantis version 2 from Aspire. 85 watts with a bit of Yoko Matsu bolt.
I think we had to see how long we've been vaping as well, didn't we?
How long I've been vaping? Well, a bit 8.5 years-ish. I've been vaping for now, I think.
I think I've been vaping about 6.
Like I said, I started in 2006 when the smoking ban came in. And it was a smoking ban for Wales that first came in. Oh, that looks lovely.
I thought that were a bang.
I didn't even know Wales smoked.
They didn't know. Yeah, it came in July. It was July something. My dad actually took me down. I think it was to Swansea to gig, and I picked it up so I could still actually vape in the venue. Didn't have to go outside.
Yep.
And it just dried my throat out, and then I went on to the pens.
No vapes.
It tastes very nice, though, does it?
I'm 43.
Could tell by your fucking voice. It's no vapes.
I don't know what juice is in it, but it tastes tobacco-y.
I wish it was that fucking cheese slice one.
Do you know what? I'm not kidding you. My house stank for 3 days.
Yeah, it lingers. It lingers.
It wasn't that.
down in that.
Smell. I kept walking in with loads of kids floating around my fucking room.
Vile. It was vile.
It was you downing them when you put them all in that shot glass. Fucking.
Oh, right.
There you go, Sean.
Look at that. That's the.
This is not the reload though.
It?
That's the 2/3.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, the original's down there, and I also had a Karanga Swank. You know the what was it called? The thingy box.
The leak box.
The leak box. Yeah, no, what was the actual name of it? It's over there as well.
But yeah.
Glenn Watson's just said there, little bro, you look 33.
Stone, probably.
Actually, you do look a bit younger with the hair shorter.
Yeah, you do.
It's me
He's
ears.
not keeping it.
No, he's not keeping it. He's going to grow it back. Got enough time for one more.
For one more. Right. So here we go. This is a good one. So tinfoil hat alert. This is from the wonderful Sean Garb. Do you think tobacco companies have a hand in disposables, getting kids hooked on nicotine? Then if/when hopefully they get banned or heavily regulated, the addiction has already started. I just, of course, or do I? So I want to put a defense in disposables here, and obviously you don't hear that very often, right? Disposables at Expo. This is where my defense comes from, right? So I've had, same as us lot, have had a long time to sort of stew on this, that Expo was very disposable heavy. But you've got to remember that the Vape Expo is a trade show showing where the market is right at this moment in time.
And it's in the gutter.
It's in the gutter, 100%. And what's happened is vaping has essentially done a full circle back to the convenience side where someone can pick. Don't forget how easy it were. We were using silica wick when we first started out because silica wick didn't burn out. It just went vile. But the convenience side of using a C4 and an Eros Ego style battery was just pick it up, press a button and vape it. What's happened is the market has gone full circle, but as it's gone full circle, the technology has caught up with itself to a point where good flavor and easy sort of grabability, which is the word for this evening, has come into place. So the market right at this moment in time is at that convenience level again. It's basically having a rebirth into the mods and RDAs and RTAs, sub-ohm tanks and everything else. It's having a rebirth as we speak, because I'm seeing it, and I'm sure Bunny and other people who are witnessing it in the shops, that we are starting to see that trickling of people who are deciding against the disposables because they're, one, costing them 140 quid a week, two, causing issues. So what we're seeing is people that have gone from disposables back onto pod systems and then moving their journey back on. So currently, the big companies, Geek Vape and people like that, are pushing their disposables, not for addiction purposes or to create addiction. It's because the whole industry has been flipped on its head and then started again. My defense.
And you just basically answered the question. Big tobacco has got nothing to do with disposables. If you look at the big companies like Elf Bar, Geek Bar, that thing from Wotofo, obviously, the Smock disposables, the Aspire disposables, all the literally all of them on the market right now, big tobacco doesn't have anything to do with them. It's all China. It's all China. Even not so much, I mean, I can remember when I first started vaping, when you had the Ciga-like disposables that were fucking awful. Back then,
water vapor back then, though.
Yeah, but back then, big tobacco companies like Philip Morris were bringing out Ciga-like disposables, but now it's all China. They got straight into the market and climbed over on top of themselves. Probably number one, to cash in on it, and number two, to stop big tobacco actually grabbing onto the disposable scene and making all the money. So yeah, Big Tobacco's got nothing to do with disposables. They're not in it.
If you go back probably around about 3-4 years ago when IQOS came out, that was where Big Tobacco was trying to jump on to the vaping sort of scene of things to still be able to use tobacco and try to class it as vaping, which it isn't.
So I think currently we are in. We don't quote me saying that we're going to hit a resurgence like next week, but we're back right at the beginning. So it won't take long before these people who are spending 140 quid a week and so on and so forth, because we see it week in, week out. We had a guy who came in today who are slowly progressing because Elf Bar themselves did the Elf Mate with the P1 pods. So it became disposable pods.
Right.
And then they've created this new mini P&P thing. But we're just back at that starting point. And I think in Disposable's defense, what they've done is open the world to the people, the new sort of stage of vapors that are just starting to come back into it and learn that they're not cost efficient to use daily, but they are a great opportunity to get into vaping and start. I'm never going to prescribe, I'm never going to push a disposable on anyone and never say that it should be there for them to vape every day, but currently we are in that resurgence where vaping is starting afresh.
The other thing as well is it's all right to keep going on about the fact of there's kids doing this, kids doing that, and all this stuff. You've got to only look at alcohol.
Yeah.
Very
Kids
true. Yeah.
And these are Alka-Pops, what have been around for a lot of years. Vodka, kids are still drinking. They're still out there at whatever age. Whether it is a disposable that they are using or whether it is 20 Marlboro, they're going to go and try it. Kids are going to do it. Everybody did it. It's just the way it is. Some kids aren't, and there's a lot of less kids who are intelligent that aren't smoking. The percentages are way down.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to have a certain amount of children that will do it. Obviously, I've got one here at 50 milligram. We don't want to need to be at that. 20 milligram is absolutely fine, and they're not going to get that buzz that they are getting. If you continuously pull on that, you're going to get a bit of a buzz from it, which you do from Nick. But I just think the fact kids shouldn't be anywhere near vaping or alcohol. No. They will still go and do it.
We were there one day. Don't forget. And this is where you put your tinfoil hat back on. The mass media report on more nowadays than they did when we were younger. So while we were sat on a park with 2 litre of cider and 10 fags, there weren't a newspaper ready to jump on us to say, these kids are sat there with 10 fags and a bottle of cider. Nowadays, they are. So they'll report on it a lot more. It's like, as dark as this sounds, I'm taking inspiration from the wonderful Harley, and all I'm saying is, which, if you haven't already, get yourself over there and subscribe to the fella because he's doing brilliantly. But kidnapping, child murder, things like that. Although there's been no spike in the numbers, it's been reported on more, so there's more knowledge of it happening. So that is the same with this comparison. It's happening, but the mass media are reporting on it more, therefore bringing it to more attention. So we know about it more. Do you get what I'm on about?
I do. But I also do feel that there is. I'm not going to get into it, but I do feel there is more murders and stuff happening because obviously the population's grown massively over the years, and we've had an influx of different people into the country. But yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't know what you're thinking, Vic.
I'm thinking the exact same thing. I mean, the industry always goes in a cycle. It's one long, continuous cycle. You've got the squonker cycle. You've got the fucking single battery mod cycle. You've got the dual battery mod cycle. You've got the fucking starter kit cycle. That's kicking off again because next month, I think Geek Vape, Aspire, from what I've heard, Anakin, and I think Vapefly, 4 companies, are releasing classic pen-style 510 tank mouth-to-lung only starter kits. Yeah. No one's done starter kits for fucking years, but it's like all these big companies.
We're back on that train.
Vaporesso, they're doing it again with the Fit, the other, the Air and stuff like that. They're doing it. Mouth-to-lung tanks. And again, people who have got off of the cigarettes, brought them onto pod kits, they now have got these sort of kits. The Fire, the Zelos, the small one from them. Give that away. they're really happy. They're buying the coils. They're happy what they've got because number one, they're getting that nick hit. A lot of them tried these 0 milligram and like 3 milligram, and I'm like, you can't suddenly come off of having a wood line. So that no, try 10 milligram Nick salts or 20 milligram Nick salts. Oh, it makes me choke. No, Nick salts. Try Nick salts.
If we have someone who walks into the shop who says I smoke 20 a day, that's a 10 milligram. If someone walks in and says I smoke 20 plus, that's a 20 milligram. Because you need to replace that nicotine. Because otherwise, what you're going to do is go, that tastes right nice, that vape tastes right nice, and then go like that with other hand. It's what happens. It's what happens. Cracking question.
Looking like Bobby fucking Charlton at a minute, bro.
Mine.
Yeah. Your comb over's not working.
That's why I think that needs to come off as well.
Oh.
Then we've got a full skinhead cast for the UK Vape Show.
No, you're just jealous. It's still in there. I've still got plenty of hair. I'm not even 30 something yet. No. But I'm really warm in here. I'm sweating like
I can tell.
nutter.
Should we wrap this up, fellas, before Adam dies?
I'm gonna melt.
So who do we pick on first? We'll pick on Sean first.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Shit. Yeah, same I say every week. You know, thanks very much to the spanners who kept us safe all night. Big love to you three guys. I love casting reviews, and it's so good having the full team back.
I know.
Yay! It's
I needed
awesome.
this.
I did as well. It's been an absolute good giggle tonight. We have the second part of the Vape Misfits Charity Live next week. Please come along, jump on. We'll all be here. The Misfits team will all be there. There's solo home shows going to be there. The home service. There's loads of guests. The bitches are back again. You know, we're going to have another good giggle for 12 hours on Saturday night. Next Saturday, that is, week Saturday. You know, the last, I think we're at 5,320 quid now.
Yeah.
Which is over halfway of what we made last year. So we're hoping we can get there again. But yeah, it was a great giggle, and a massive thank you to everyone that came along and donated. Other than that, you know, we will be live on Sunday with Vape Misfits on the Vape Misfits channel. Other than that, fuck shit monkey tits. Bye.
And that was Sean Grizz. Moving on to Aidan.
Big love to everybody. Thank you so much for the spanners who keep us safe. I'll hide it. Big love to... I'm joking. Big love to everybody. It's so nice to be back for all four of us. It's always a good old giggle. Look after yourselves, and hopefully 3 Men in the Vape Show will be back on Wednesday. I'm going to say Thursday. Hopefully we're back Thursday.
Yeah, we should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better after your hospital stay, Vic.
Yeah.
I've been in. I'm still in and out. I was back in hospital yesterday.
I'm hoping things are a little bit better your side as well, mate. We missed you when you want to. Grizz, I love you. You know that, brother. Look after yourselves, people, and we will see you all next week.
And that was Aidan. Moving on to Adam.
I've got
Ladies
nipples.
and gentlemen, thank you for welcoming the full team back with open arms. It has been absolutely incredible. It's been a rough few weeks, and do you know what? Tonight was very much needed. Very, very much needed. We will be back next week, and as Grizz said, please get yourself over to the Vaping Misfits. 23rd, is it? Or
Yeah.
23rd?
Yeah, 23rd. From
23rd,
8
Saturday
PM.
the 23rd. It is going to be painful. It's going to be absolutely painful. That's all I'm going to say. And if you've seen the last one, you know that we're not going to shy away from a little bit of a challenge. If something's going off, we might get a little bit of peer pressure going off. We know that. Vic's going to lose both of his eyebrows for £1,000.
No, I'm fucking not.
Right.
No, don't you even fucking
£1,000
think of
will
it.
take
No.
those eyebrows off.
No.
£1,000 each for them eyebrows, and they will come
Fucker.
off. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
If it's £1,000 an eyebrow, that's got to be way worth it.
I need to do
eyebrows
reviews
got to be
the
worth it, I
following
think.
week. I'm not doing reviews with no hair at all.
I told you, scouse brow. Scouse brow. Just one scouse brow. Just get one of them really thick sharpers and go.
Or a piece of coal, like I'll put on my daughter.
Like that.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. All people in chat, everyone who fills the bag up every week, it is greatly appreciated. Don't forget, the UK Vape Show is the #1 vape show in the UK, and we do need your help. You guys keep us rolling along, so thank you very much. And big love to you guys. It has been amazing to be back on stream.
Like that smash button.
And that
was a tick, sorry.
And that was Adam, Mr. RetroVape TV. Big thanks to Adam, to Aidan, and to Sean. A massive thanks to the Spanners for keeping an eye on the chat. Word of a public service announcement, that's what I'm going to say. If you are outside next Monday and next Tuesday, especially next Tuesday, and you're anywhere in the south of England, be very careful in the heat. Be very careful in the heat. I'm thinking about folks with disabilities like Noel, for instance. I mean, that's going to be rough. It's going to be fucking very rough for a lot of people out there. Drink lots of water, stay out of the sun, and if you're up here in Scotland, just go to the closest pub with air conditioning, because that's what I'm going to be probably doing on Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully, we will be back next Thursday. We'll be talking a lot more about the upcoming Misfits Charity Live, where I shave this off and shave this off, but
And
leave
shave
these in
these
place. No, fuck off, Adam.
£1,000 a piece. I'll tell you something, £1,000. If someone dumped £1,000 a piece in for each eyebrow, you'd have
He's
to do
just
it.
doing this because he's got to eat that Satan's toe thing. That's how he's doing this. You know, that's how he's doing
That's
this.
right.
It's fair then, isn't it? It's fair.
Smoothie.
And
And-
smoothie.
And
Mark's
scorpions.
doing a century egg as well.
Scorpion, yeah, century egg, and then he's going to shave his hair off.
See, you're just fucking making me. You're
That's
just
2,500. That.
just guilt tripping me now. That's what you lot are doing. Right, that's fine, but we'll have a chat
The
about it
challenges
later
are
on.
gonna be
Anyway,
brutal.
that is it from us, folks. We will see you all once I find the button to push. We will see you all next week. Bye.